All right. Well, I think we'll just get started because I know Kim said she couldn't make it. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so she said we'll just give her whatever we need to give her so she can work on it. But so thank you for joining. I appreciate it. I know it's a lot going on. I did send I did get from the list from the Chamber of Commerce with the female business, which I thought it was awesome that they did that. So they put that together. Obviously, they said that it's not 100% accurate in the sense that we don't know what's still out there or not, but at least from the people that I've reached out to, it seems to be okay. So that's good. So obviously, the responses I'm getting, they're all very positive, and I think people really want to participate. They want to do something. They're happy that we're doing something. Obviously, I told them that I would get back to them in regards to exactly what we're going to do because I'm not sure, but I did mention it would be some sort of a video. I'm just not sure if we're going to be recording the video. We're going to ask them to just kind of send us like short clips or something. I think that's where Kim, I think she had more of an idea, I think, of going and making the videos, but I don't know if time, I don't know what her schedule is going to be like. And I don't know if that's something that we're going to be able to do, but we can talk more about that. But I guess the first question I had, it's in regards to what type of event we're looking for, right? So it's going to be like a one-day event where we're going to have this videos and this show like we did with Martin Luther King, or do we want to do more? I know I saw Kim's suggestion of doing like a month, and just kind of use the month to do that. But I don't know about that in regards of the involvement and the work that we're going to have to do to make sure we keep people engaged through the month of March. I don't know what your thoughts were on that. And I'm sorry, I look so pixely. I don't know how to fix myself.
Oh, no, you're fine.
That could be a lot, but I mean, I'm thinking of it's like the book read and maybe like, twice, I don't know. Twice a week to see. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to get a better sense, do we know how many businesses have we heard back from? Do you know?
Yeah, I can pull
Looking at that. 12, is that right?
12, you said, or roughly?
I think I'm looking at her list here. She has about 12 that say interested.
I just got another one, so that's 13.
All right. So I think that's amazing, first of all, and we likely will get more people, but yeah, I feel like that number kind of helps us guide a little bit, because I feel like featuring 13 potentially more businesses in one event could be a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
And yeah, we don't want the people that are kind of at the end of the 13 to people kind of lose interest or something like that. So yeah, I mean, I know that there's I believe it's March 8th that is the actual women's. So I'm wondering, this is just kind of thinking out loud, if we launch it on the 8th so that we recognize the actual day, launch it on the 8th, and then from there, from that date going forward, we post. I mean, I don't think we need to decide a final number of posts until we know exactly how many businesses we have. But maybe using the actual date, since it's early enough in the month, as kind of the launching point.
That's good.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Yeah, that's a good idea, because I think we're definitely going to hear from more people. I think people are very eager, and especially with COVID. And I think as I'm reaching to people, then I'm getting suggestions, I think, from other, like they're giving me names to reach out to somebody else.
Right.
So I think it's going to be a...
And I think the lady from Greenwood, well, one Spirit, she didn't want to, because she's such a nice lady.
Oh, yeah,
Lots
I
of people
know.
don't like the spotlight too, so,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. But yeah, no, definitely very excited that we're doing it and
Mhm.
support it 100%. But yeah,
Great.
yeah, no, I think it's been good. All right. So yeah, so that sounds like a good idea, right? To do that. And then maybe, I don't know, I guess eventually we'll probably have to have some sort of access to the Facebook group, right? To be able to
Yep.
post so we don't give it to
Mhm.
one person and we can have
Yeah,
access.
and we can check with Jen because I'm an administrator on Facebook, but Jen is far more Facebook savvy than I am. So we can talk with her about is she okay with us just passing them along to her and she can post them, or would she rather have someone from the subcommittee posting?
Okay.
And if depending on what her answer is, we can make whoever, if we need to make another person an administrator, we can do that.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then another thing that came up when I was looking at the event and their website, the International Women's Day website, I know they have the hashtags and they have like the things you can print out and just kind of use to do the to use in social media. But then they also have the requests for permission to use their logo and you kind of use. And I didn't know if that's something that we probably did last. Did we use their stuff last year? Do you remember if
We
asked?
did.
So
Yeah.
it's something I should probably do then, request a permission to use the logo.
Yeah. I know Jen was in charge of all of the communication
Okay.
with the national kind of International Women's Day Committee. So she would be able to answer that question.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's fine. I'll follow up with her, but I mean, it seemed like a pretty easy thing. I just have to submit an email and just ask them if
Right.
we can use it. Because I think for the videos and stuff like that, we're probably going to want to make sure at least we're kind of keeping the same theme
Yeah.
and we're asking the same things and just, so I think if we use some sort of image from them or even the hashtag or something that we can just kind of make sure people carry on and then we have that going across, I
Mhm.
think that would be good. All right, so I'll do that. And then I know I was excited to hear too about, so She Major,
Yeah.
they're able to participate too. So
Right.
that's good.
She just wants to know like the date. So going back to what Maria said, having the launch on March 5th, we asked them to have the video that day, or no, before that, like maybe a few
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, no, I think that'll
before that.
be great if we can do that. So that way it'll be kind of like the opening
Yeah.
of the event. Like, and I think I think that's what they do anyways, right? Are
Yeah.
they there from the beginning?
Right.
Yes.
And they just
Yeah.
posted something on Facebook and Instagram of a song that they did virtually. And I thought they did a good job. The way that they showed it, how they were all in the boxes on Zoom. So I thought that
Okay. All right, so that'll be like a kickoff day. And then maybe we can work. I know we're using the hashtag and we're using kind of theirs, but maybe some sort of, and maybe Jen can help with that. I know she said she could do it. Some sort of flyer or something that we can use to kind of use that we can share in our social media too, like about the day that's coming and use it to advertise International Women's Day and what we're doing. That's
Yeah,
something.
and one thing that I want to be aware of, because I've gotten a couple emails from people who've like seen our events and have said, I'm not on Facebook. They're not on social media. So what I can do is I can reach out to Jen McDonald. She is the communications person for the town, and just see if she has ideas about how we can kind of publicize the event for people who aren't on social media. So it's been in kind of an ongoing struggle of ours, and something that we're still working on in terms of making sure that we're not excluding the people who aren't on social media. So I can ask her about that.
Oh, that would be great. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Maria. To follow up. All right, so that's good. And then I guess, Nicole, if you wanted to follow up with She Major and just let them know that we're going to have like this kickoff event, online, obviously. And then maybe if they want to share with us something that they've been working on, and then we'll just figure out how we're going to tag it along
Absolutely.
to what we're doing. So, all right. Maria communication with Jen. All right, so that sounds good. So then the other thing I know that came up too in regards to what the questions that we're going to be asking and to the different business owners, and just kind of make sure that we have, I know, what did Jen say?
Can you remind me quickly what the phrase is this year? The
Choose to challenge.
choose to challenge. Okay.
Which I was looking at some people already have started to post just, and they talk about 2020, right? And how challenging
Yeah.
that year. So then just to think, like, obviously it still is, right? We're still
Yeah,
dealing
still a
with this,
challenge.
right? So
Yeah.
I think I never even really thought about how that could be something to talk about, how that has affected
Yeah.
people in general. So yeah. So I think it'll be easier to get people talking. I don't know if we just want to have like a specific certain amount, like a certain questions we want to ask. We want to just leave it as this is a theme. What are your thoughts on it? And like a quick video. Obviously, we don't want to be too long.
Mhm.
I don't know what people's thoughts were on that.
Is the thought that the video is from each business owner for like a minute long? Are we thinking it's like a 30-second clip? Like what are we thinking?
That's a good question.
I think because we have so many, I'm thinking like either a minute or like a minute and a half little clip. So if,
I would say then if that's the plan, that we stick to questions, because sometimes I think if
Yeah.
there aren't questions, you tend to talk more than a minute, maybe.
Right. I'm trying to think oh, sorry, Eileen, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say, Maria?
When Faith was asking the questions about compassion for the
Mhm.
Martin Luther King and Coretta Scott King event, I'm trying to think if did she have like, it was, what does compassion mean to you?
Yeah.
Right.
And then how would you, I think it was 3 questions.
Mhm.
And that seemed to, I don't know, I feel like that was a good, and I know the videos were kind of staggered. But I feel like 3 questions is a great way of kind of getting the flavor of maybe what their business is, why.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly the questions we want to ask yet. But yeah, and I mean, if it goes a minute, a minute over or something like that, I think that's okay. But yeah, definitely not something that's like a 10-minute video.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think we're gonna lose
Right.
attention span.
Yep.
No, but that's great. No, I really like the way she did that too. I like that in the video, how she went and then mixed them together. So that was good. All right. So 3 questions. Do we want to kind of come up with the questions down? Do we want to kind of throw it and think about them a little bit and then kind of put them in our Google Doc?
Yeah. I think it would be fun. It could be interesting to have them let people know how they decided to start their business. Like a little, whatever background. And we know COVID is a challenge, but I wonder if like they want to bring out one challenge that another challenge that they had. I mean, I think the COVID one is definitely a good one. It could inspire people in how to, push forward, especially because the businesses had to be closed for so long. But I also am interested, like I would want to know, like, have you had any other challenges as a woman starting a business in such a small town? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's great. And I saw an article that's old, but it said that in Wakefield, it's like, I don't know how many years ago, but it was like 40% of the business are female. And I
That's
thought it
good.
was so interesting because I didn't realize it was that many. But then when you start thinking, right, even when we just sat here last time, we're like, oh, that place, that place, that place. There were
Yeah.
a lot of like women, and you just don't think about that stuff until you
Mm.
start. But yeah, I think just to tie it back on International Women's Day, I think that's great. You know, as a female, you're a business owner. I mean, you're already putting yourself
Yeah.
out there in a in a world that's really
Mhm.
might not be as friendly to
Yeah.
women in general. So, okay, that's perfect. All right. Any other thoughts? I think those are good though. How do you kind of decide to start the business? Maybe COVID, either at the end or before, like about that challenge.
Mhm.
Maybe the COVID question could be at the end. So then you can kind of wrap up on how you want
Oh.
the community to get
Mhm.
involved and how can you support your local
That's good. Yeah.
questions. All right, so that's good. So 1.5 minute, we asked the 3 questions. We can use the hashtag and the stuff from the International Women's Day. Let's see what else. To Facebook. Okay, so Kim has some ideas about Facebook. She can help us with that.
Maria, does the town have a YouTube account? Do you know if they do, or everything goes through WCAT?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Okay.
everything goes through them. Yep.
So then we can also do for the kickoff kind of event, we can send that to the item too, right? And just kind of let them know that
Mhm.
that's happening. Okay. Okay. So in regards to the videos, I guess I can check in with Kim and then I can, include everybody just to kind of get a sense with her. I know her thoughts were her kind of making the videos. I just want to make sure like about timelines and all that and make sure she has the time. I don't know if she does or doesn't. I can totally help. I don't think I have the, the experience that she has or the expertise on it, but I can definitely help her do that. Any other thoughts or things that have come up when you guys were thinking about this or you thought about it?
I think I missed last time, but I think we talked briefly about sort of young members of the community and how we can get them involved. But I don't remember what we decided. So
Yeah, no, I think we thought about the youth council, but then I think Maria, you were going to check in and see how they felt about that because I know there's been a lot going on with
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to
Yeah.
connect with them yet. I wanted to kind of let them just take a break for a little bit. But yeah, I can still reach out to Catherine and see if she thinks that they would be, if they might be interested in doing that.
Yeah, because I think that was the thought. It was whether it was too much right now for them with everything that's going on. And I think it's going to still go on.
Right.
So they're dealing with a lot. But yeah, I think that's important too, right? To have like the youth also represented. I think it's good that we'll have, the musical component to it. And I think that's the young group too. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
I think if the youth council if they think that, like this is not the right time, what about whoever is the class? I think it's a girl class president at the high school this year. I think it's what's her name? I can find out, but I think I think it's a young lady, so that could be a possibility too.
Okay. So if we do that, you think we should check in maybe with her first, and then if we get somebody of that, then maybe I can check in with the middle school and see if they have somebody they want to represent from the middle school. We can do that.
Yeah, another thought that I had, so I had reached out to the the English teacher who's doing the curriculum with the diversity leaders at the high
Oh,
school.
okay. Yeah. That's
And I'm
right.
wondering, similar to one of the things that we did last year, I forget what the theme was last year, but they had sent us individual cards that people could write what they were going to do.
Oh, yeah.
And again, if I remember the theme, the example would be a lot more demonstrative, but I'm wondering if we reached out to the diversity leaders or to the teachers to talk with the diversity leaders to see if either they or the whole high school, and I mean, it's International Women's Day, but that doesn't mean we should only ask girls. We can ask boys and girls
Yeah.
in terms of like forming a question around the theme about, and I read the theme a while ago, and now I would want to read a little more in a little more detail to figure out like a good question for high school students, like how are you committing to challenge, or what are you committing to challenge around the issue of women's rights or women's health or anything, something along those lines.
Mhm.
And then we could either, trying to think of the best way that we could present that. And this is something where Kim, our marketing person, I would want to see
Yeah.
what ideas she has around that.
I mean, definitely, even if they don't want to do videos, or maybe videos would be too much, I mean, we can definitely take pictures of their
Right.
commitment and use a hashtag, right? Or like something like we can upload or make some sort of collage with them, you know, something like that too. I mean, we can do it that way. We don't have to get videos from everybody, but even if they want to write down their how they're going to challenge, or I think something like that, that's I think that would be great. And that way we have more youth involvement.
Right.
Okay. Okay, that's great. Anybody else? Anything else? I think that's good though. So now we have like the kickoff day, right? So we're gonna do March 8th. We're gonna have our musical introduction. I think I can, and I'll email everybody, and then we'll include Kim in regards of maybe coming up with some sort of flyer or something to kick off the event that we can share with the newspaper, and then we can post it on our social media, and then Maria can check in to try to see how else we can reach the rest of the community that's not on social media. So that we don't have to feel like we're excluding people. Now we know we're doing 1 to 1.5 minute videos, which I think it's good. So that way we give people a sense of time, and then we have the 3 questions. I'll talk to Kim about time commitment and how we want to handle the videos, because then I can go back to the people that have already said they want to do it, and then we can kind of start working on that. If they're going to be doing it themselves, or we're going to be kind of going out to them, so we can work on that, and I can work with Kim on that, and continue to reach out to the businesses and anybody else that you're hearing from, right?
Do you have I was thinking that we probably should do a form letter. I know that just you and Kim have been sending. Do you guys want to just to the businesses? Do you want it just to be you two, since you guys are doing that, or do you want us to? And is there a form? Like, is there a?
I created a template on
Okay.
Google.
Okay.
So I click on it, and I just
Okay.
put the person's name, and it
Yeah.
goes. So it's been really easy. But if you guys want, I can definitely forward you the email that I use, but I created it on my email.
Okay.
So it makes it pretty easy. But
I'm fine with that. I just didn't know if we were thinking that we'll just let you two handle, since you guys have already probably gotten a hold of the most, probably everybody, because I haven't done anybody, sorry.
No, it's fine. No, and if you think of somebody that, you shoot me an email of who
Yeah.
you want to reach out, and then that way, I guess we're keeping the responses in one place. So they're
Yeah.
not,
Okay. I think that's, yeah.
yeah. But if you know somebody and you have that connection with that person, you'll probably get like a faster response.
Faster.
I mean, yeah, then definitely let me know. If they already interested, if you already talked to them, just tell me, and then give me their email, and I'll just follow up with the details on the video stuff.
Okay.
So yeah.
And then a question for you, Maria. Will we be able to recognize Julie Smith Galvin if she wanted to, since she's a town counselor? Does it matter?
Recognize her for
Like, if she's on, because she's got a business in town. I'm just
oh, right.
wondering if we can still ask her to
Yeah.
be a part of it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can
Yeah.
certainly ask her if she's not comfortable with it.
Yeah.
I think she wants to
Right.
participate.
Okay, so that's good. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I did ask because I got the list.
Of
I
course.
I reached out to everybody, but
Yeah.
but she said, yeah, that
I know she definitely would want it.
yeah, she
So,
said it's like
yeah.
she
Okay.
loves it. So yeah, so that's good.
Mhm.
Okay, I feel
Yes.
confident. Anybody else? No?
I think so.
I think it sounds good.
Okay, so then I think the only like follow-up stuff is if you hear of a business or somebody tells you something, if you want to share it, shoot me an email and then I'll kind of put it on the list and then I'll reach out to them. So then just the only follow-up is just Maria to reach out to Jen McDonald and then Nicole for She Major.
Mhm.
And then I'll kind of put some sort of email together to Kim to kind of figure out about the videos. So then I
Okay.
can reach out to the people that have already said yes and then kind of start working on that. I'll write the minutes. I'll send them out. And then what about the next meeting? I guess that's a good question.
Yeah.
What do you guys, I know Kim wasn't on this one. I don't know if she will be able to. Do you want to give us another week to kind of work on stuff and come up? Oh, because then
I think it's rapidly approaching.
Right.
I
So
know. So you want to
Yeah.
just keep it Wednesday, same
Wednesday,
time,
7,
just to
next
check
Wednesday?
in. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
All
fine.
right. So I'll send the request tonight
Okay.
and then I'll make sure I'll post it and then don't forget to do anything else. And I did send the minutes from yesterday to Sherry, the ones I got approved.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent them already. So
All
Okay.
right.
I remember that part.
Sounds good. Good job. I know. It's a lot of like little nitty gritty
steps.
details to keep track of. Yeah, I get it.
All right. But thank you.
All
All
right.
right. So we'll
you.
keep working on it. Thank you
Thanks,
so
everyone.
much. All right. Take care. Have a
Thanks.
good night.